Well, good morning and welcome back to the kitchen. It seems like a year since we were in here. I've been enjoying working and it's just fun. Gets me out of the house and I'm enjoying finding all kinds of stuff I want to spend my little dab of money on that I'm going to earn. But anyway, I'm going to cook for lunch today or whenever it gets ready. Might be supper. I'm going to just cook a pot roast, and I thought, well, I'll just show y'all what I'm doing on my day off. And I'm going to cook it a little bit different. I think I've done something in the Instapot before, but today I'm going to cook it in my covered baker, which is a clay baker, but it's finished on the outside. And it's from Pampered Chef from a long time ago. So I'm going to put a roast and some onions and carrots and mushrooms and garlic and a potato or two in here. And we'll have just about our whole meal in this one dish. Now, this is an easy way to make a meal for your family. You can do it in your crock pot and cook it on low all day long while you're at work and come home to a finished meal. Or you can cook it, put it on tonight. It'll be done when you get up in the morning. Put it on low, and at lunch you have your meal ready. You can do it with beef, you can do it with chicken, pork, whatever. But today I'm doing a little chuck roast that Kroger had on sale. So let me bring y'all over here and show you exactly what I'm going to do. And we'll get this roast in the oven. And after a while I'll bring you back and show you how tender and delicious it is. I cook my roast on 350 usually for 4 hours, and if they're not tender enough, I'll cook them a little bit longer. I want it to fall apart tender. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. Now I've already peeled about 4 or 5 carrots, and if they're real big around, I'll cut them in half and sometimes even into fourths. But the little bitty end pieces I leave whole. And I've got about a half an onion, and I've got 5 garlic cloves. Now what I like to do, I like to take a little knife, and I like to make slits in my roast, make little pockets, and then I've already peeled my garlic cloves, and I like to poke a piece of garlic down in there. Oh man, and I like to get that piece that's got that little piece of cooked garlic in it when I'm eating too. So I just stuff it with garlic all the way around. I don't know what, the peeling didn't come off of that one. Roast go for in y'all's area. This was a Nolan Ryan brand roast. And I got it for $2.47 a pound, which I thought that was a wonderful, wonderful deal. Sometimes they're $1.97, but that's a little bit of onion powder that I already put on there. But just as much or as little of garlic as you want. I think when you walk in the house and you can smell something cooking with garlic, it smells like home. When I was growing up, Mama had a bad back, and we had a lady that would come in and do the floors. We had hardwood floors, and Mother every now and then would want them waxed. And she would always cook a wonderful meal the day she was there, and everything she cooked was full of garlic. And let me tell you, that I guess whetted my love for garlic. I love the days that the floors had to be waxed because we got that. And she always cooked macaroni and meat and red beans. And the macaroni was like your tomato sauce and meat. I don't think she made meatballs. I think it was just meat in it. But oh, and the garlic. And then she'd put pinto beans with lots of garlic to go with it and cornbread. That was a wonderful meal for us. We loved it. Okay, now I like to brown my roast, so I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of flour, and I'm just going to put it in a little bit of oil until it browns, and then I'll put it into my dish and show y'all what I'm going to do, but I'm also going to put some salt, pepper, onion, and garlic powder on it on both sides. Yes, even though there's garlic in it, it's going to have garlic on it. If you're new to my channel, I got my ratchet pepper grinder or salt grinder, whatever you want to put in it, from Sur La Table. And I just love it. I'm just going to sprinkle it with salt. And just about anything that I cook, that I bake, I add a package of onion soup mix to it. And I'll be doing that today as well. But I'm going to put some flour on the top of this, and then I'm going to flip it over, season the other side, and then I'll get it into the skillet, and I'll bring y'all back when I'm putting it into the skillet. Okay, I've got my oil, and I just put just enough oil to cover the bottom of the skillet. And I'm going to get my roast in. It's got a round bottom on it, don't it? And let it get good and brown, and then I'll put it into my pot. I'll brown one side, then I'll flip it, and I'll show y'all when I'm putting it back into the dish that I'm going to cook it in. My covered baker. Okay, y'all, I've got one side browned. I'm working on the other side. It won't be long. I'll be putting it in the pot. I don't get it real brown, but I like to sear it really well. Okay, I've got a bed of baby bella mushrooms and some onions that I'm going to lay the meat on, and then I'll put some more of the vegetables all around the top. I'm going to add a packet of onion soup mix and some beef broth to it and let it cook. Okay, I've got my roast in the covered baker here. And I'm just going to place some vegetables around with it. I've already put a few more mushrooms, so I'm going to put some carrots and some potatoes. I might not can get all of these in, I don't know. Probably will, though. I love the carrots. I'm the only one that likes the carrots, but I love them. Okay, on top of them, I want a little onion powder because I want them to have some flavor. I'm going to try to put the rest of these mushrooms around because they need to be used. I don't want them ruining on me. I'm going to cut this one again, make him a little thinner. Yeah. Yes. Isn't that pretty? I just love it when I get it all piled in there good. And of course, we got to have some more black pepper, y'all. If you can't see it, then you don't have enough black pepper on your stuff. And I will pour my broth over that, and it'll all go down in there. And I just pour till I think I've got enough. I can see it in there, but what I do, I will make a roux, and I'll take that juice that's cooked there and make a really delicious gravy here in a minute. Okay, I'm going to get my lid on it. I am going to put a little more onion powder since I washed it away, because it'll steam, but I still want it to be flavorful. Okay, I'm going to get it in the oven. I'll get the lid on it, and it's just going to cook for about 4 to 5 hours, and then we'll have supper, and I'll fix a little bit of something to go with it, and it's going to be yummy. Okay, here's the roast plated up. Potatoes and carrots and mushrooms. Hey y'all, I'm fixing to sit down and have me some lunch, and I'm going to eat my roast and vegetables, and I have green beans on here, and you'll see that video tomorrow and you'll hear all about that. So we're going to have our lunch and get our tummies full and see what we're going to do next. I hope y'all have learned something today. There's so many ways to cook a roast. You could cook it in a slow cooker. You could cook it on top of the stove on simmer for several hours, or put it in the oven like I have today. You could put it in a covered baker, an enameled pot like La Cachet. If you have one of those, you can cook in the oven in it, or you can wrap it in foil in a 9x13 pan. There's a lot of ways to do it. But today I did the covered baker, so I thought I would show y'all that method. And tomorrow you'll see how I cooked the freeze-dried green beans. I hope y'all will come back, and well, not tomorrow. It'll be Thursday or Saturday. But anyhow, you'll get the video. Y'all come back on the 3 days that I'm doing videos. Be sure you hit that bell so you'll be notified when I surprise you with an extra one. I'm loving my work. And it just gives me time with people, and I get to spot all that stuff I want to buy, and I'm going to have to work the rest of my life to get everything I want. Lots of toys over there at Sur La Table. But anyway, I feel so blessed to be able to do something that I'm enjoying doing and get paid for it. You can't beat that. I'll come back and join me again in the kitchen for another something good. And in the meantime, turn those cell phones and all that junk off. Spend some time with your family, sitting around the table talking and making memories. And come back here and learn another one of my recipes in a day or two. The good Lord bless you.